2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us in our matchup tonight. We have the Denver Nuggets against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, thus far about the same number of wins as last season. Nonetheless, every game provides a chance for them to get better. Can we talk about Clint Capella? By pretty much every metric, he's improved year after year after year after year after year. Well, he hasn't been around that many years.
I was about to say.
But you know,
listen,
but you get the point.
I love his game. He loves his game. He stays in the lab. What I like about him, he gives you right around 18 and 12 every night, and he can give you some blocks.
He's got that big contract, guys, but, you know, he never stopped working. We could say he's a star as a role player.
Ooh.
Do you stay in the lab?
No.
Then why do you think it's great that he stays in the lab?
He's playing. I'm sitting here next to you.
Yeah. Good point.
And a glimpse of the team as they arrive. A well-dressed and well-groomed group. The Houston Rockets making their way off the bus in anticipation of tonight's game. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we get set to bring you the action from the Pepsi Center. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. And obviously the season's just begun, but never too soon to check out the power rankings. Let's see how these teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Utah. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And I think Denver, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played, plenty of time to turn things around.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says, free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me, or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough. That's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Chris, we're getting into a new season, but already we're seeing teams hit that injury bug early on.
Yeah, Kevin, don't you just hate to see it? So hopefully those guys come back healthy. And, man, you hate seeing that, but I tell you what, again, injuries can always also have a positive effect. If you get that injured player back, let's just think you get to give guys time that didn't get that much time before. So they're getting kind of 2 seasons within one. The playoffs come, you get that healthy player back. And by the way, you have a guy that you've developed off the bench, and now you have a deeper team, a little more depth.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front, and it's House in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Will Barton, and it's Grant in at the 3, the small forward. Barton, no luck. Now here's Westbrook. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Martin with it. It's Jokic, top of the key. Jokic draws the double. Martin passes to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Murray against Westbrook. And it's sent back by Jokic. Grant in the post, and the dunk by Grant.
They've got an effective passing big man in Millsap. He does a lot for their chemistry.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. 4-point game. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Another miss by Houston.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kept alive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division, but only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
Now here's Barton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic passes to Millsap. A fadeaway. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the second round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Paul Millsap, but they'll get another chance.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Now, here's Jokic. Grant outside. There's the pass to Millsap. Shoots over Tucker. Millsap misses.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Down low. And Tucker kicks to Westbrook. Shoots. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Wide open look here for Murray. Trains the three-pointer.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And here's Westbrook. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Portland. For Murray, the Rockets again can't hit.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, he's a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing a title to cement his legacy.
Both free throws good from Barton. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Millsap. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Memphis. Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Here's Westbrook after the Nuggets pick up 2. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Grant, that's good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Westbrook. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Now here's Westbrook. Following the missed shot by Will Barton. Wasted no time on that one. Westbrook's got 5 now.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Westbrook, and it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Murray, the pass to Millsap, takes the 13-footer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Rockets trail by 10. Here is House. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He's not going to back off when he's down. I mean, when he's got a chance to attack the basket.
Barton outside. Grant surveying the D. Jokic draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Tucker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Beasley's checked in for Grant. Gary Harris comes in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Gordon kicks to Harden. Pass to Capella. Good defense by Jokic.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
Harris finds Beasley. Misses the 3. Rockets trail by 10. Now Harden. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 4th rebound in this one. Capella against Morris. Pass to Jokic. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Paul Millsap. And a change for the Rockets. Green's checked in. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Down by 12. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. Still, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
First one falls for him. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, Chris, with the officials are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, you know, it's always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have a growing pains when you have younger guys and understanding the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and flagrants and things like that. Just a little more research.
Deflects the pass. Here's Rivers. He shoots again. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Beasley with it. And it's Gordon picking him up for 3. Harris. The shot missing. And the Rockets take it the other way. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That is his first foul of the game. Rockets trail by 9. Now here's Rivers. Last game we saw him score 14. Green deciding where to go with it. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's the kind of strong finish that Green needs to be effective inside. I mean, show some muscle. Don't let the D push you around.
To the paint, unloads. Got a hand on it. Pass to Rivers. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's only a 5-point Nugget lead.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Morris outside. The pass to Harris. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's Rivers. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. 6 to shoot. Gordon against Harris. It's stolen by Harris. And here's the fast break. Here's Beasley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Harden.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Easily hits them both.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing how to finish these alley-oops.
Morris outside. Here's Harris. Passes it to Jokic. And the wide open shot from Morris. They get the rebound.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's Gordon. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. And he banks in the layup.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis. Morris passes to Harris. Wants to get it to Morris and does. It's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Green with the ball. No good off the back of the rim. The Nuggets leading by 7. Morris into the lane. That one goes. Count it. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Rivers. Rebound by the Nuggets. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
They kept chucking from distance, and ultimately it was their undoing. A disappointing result.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Green. Gordon against Harris. Pass to Plumlee, and here is Morris. Back to Plumlee. 3 on the clock. Shoots over Capella, and Capella sends it back.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
Nikola Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. You know, we have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. You know, I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Cephalosha. And it's McLemore in at the small forward. Here's Morris after Clint Capella's bucket. Good on the triple. Morris has got 5 points so far.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's Rivers. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
A crafty finisher. Rivers has a lot of confidence going to that floater when he's given a chance.
Morris against Rivers. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Now here's McLemore outside. The Rockets with the new 14. Takes a 3. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Rivers.
Oh, it's big when Rivers connects from outside. Really helps space the entire floor for a squad.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
Now here's Gordon, following the miss by Michael Porter. Gordon kicks to McLemore. Pass to Rivers. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Morris. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And good that time.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Here's Rivers. He's got 8. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
Just 2 to shoot. Cephalosha misses. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Denver. Morris outside. It's Beasley on the wing. And the 3 off target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shots good by McLemore.
Oh, you can't forget about the speed of McLemore. Uses it so well on his drives to the hoop.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Chris, this is a specialty of yours. Which current bigs are best at finishing contested shots right at the rim?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this. The best big in the league last year, averaging 17 points, scoring in the paint, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
I mean, he'll dunk on anybody. Move out the way he finishes. What about Embiid inside? What about Gobert? What about Boogie Cousins? Should I continue? I can keep going because the big man is back, baby.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Plumlee. Jeremy Grant comes in for Malik Beasley. Martin's checked in for Harris. And Murray's subbed in for Monte Morris. Now, here is Harden. Following the missed shot by Will Barton, the pass to House. Passes to McLemore. Launches it. And it's Denver with the rebound. Millsap's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Porter, guarded by McLemore. Count it. Porter's got his first points of the game.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Rockets trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Westbrook. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Westbrook's got 7.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Murray with it. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Grant, right side, out to the right wing. Westbrook against Murray. Great D that time from Westbrook. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Here's Harden. Some solid defense from Grant.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Rockets trail by 5. Westbrook up top. He's covered by Murray. Westbrook, no good.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Houston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Westbrook. Misses off the left iron.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
On the wing, Porter. Murray outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Ben McLemore.
And really, Murray is so crafty at getting contact on his drives. Just fearless going to the hole.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And so Murray nails both of them. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Here's Murray following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Down low. And there's Porter on the assist by Murray. Porter's got 4 this quarter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Here's Tucker. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 9. It's Barton with the drive. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. And it's an 11-point Nugget lead. Westbrook against Murray. Westbrook passes to Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Murray outside. Pass to Porter. There's the dish to Millsap. Shoots over Tucker. Millsap misses.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Over to the left wing. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Millsap's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Barton finds Grant. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Barton. Tucker can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
It's Barton with the drive. And it goes down 2 points. Barton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Houston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and, and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action. And there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up with some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was the
right
response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Good on the second free throw. And here is Murray. 5 points in the game. Kicks it to Millsap. Over House. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 13-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
I mean, they were their worst own enemy in that game. I mean, they kept on shooting themselves in the foot.
Now here's Millsap. He's got 8, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Here's Jokic.
In terms of fundamentals, Tucker is rock solid at the defensive end. I mean, you can see the effort he puts into his D right here.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, Greg, and it's more than just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been active and aggressive.
And Jokic gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. No one near him. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Westbrook's got 7 points for the quarter. The Nuggets leading by 10. Murray surveying the D. Barton finds Millsap. Here's Murray. Clock at 4. Denver needs to get off his shot. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 12.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Rockets trail by 12. Outside Westbrook. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
And for the Rockets, their shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. And Harden wide open. He shoots. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Murray uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 7.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now Westbrook. He's got 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Millsap. Malik Beasley comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Morris subbed in for Will Barton. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Cephalosha comes in for Danuel House. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. For Denver, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Rockets trail by 14. Rivers surveying the D. 54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Gordon. Here's Capella. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The 6'10" center from Switzerland. I mean, Capella, he's become a nightly double-double threat. He's a strong big man.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
Gary Harris is checked in for Murray. The Nuggets leading by 13. 40 seconds left to play in the first half. Morris into the lane. That one good for 2. Morris has got 7 points.
And his shot, I mean, has come around. I mean, for most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
Rivers kicks to Green. Fires the three. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Harris drives in. Lays it up off the glass.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
That's a 2 from Gordon. And so it's the Denver Nuggets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 17. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Murray, and it's Grant in at the 3. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Now here's Westbrook. Count it. Westbrook's got 16 points.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic from downtown. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. The kick out to Westbrook. And the pass to Tucker. To the inside. Stolen by Grant. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Here's Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And so Murray nails both of them. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. 18 points for him.
If there's ever a successful shot that still gets your coach mad at you, that's the one.
Murray, the pass to Grant. And Jokic slams it in.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Rockets trail by 18. Westbrook with it. He's got 18. A three-pointer off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Murray, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Got a piece of it and stolen by Murray. And there's the feed to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Love the commitment from Murray on defense. Moving his arms all around to come up with these steals.
And here's Westbrook. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. No good on that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Barton. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. And it's 6 points for Will Barton.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Can they get it? And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Westbrook's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Now, here's Grant. Defense is right there. Murray, good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And stolen by Murray. Grant down low. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Right side, Westbrook. And it's Capella missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That free throw, no good. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game that system is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Here's Grant following the basket by Russell Westbrook. It's Barton on the wing, guarded by Harden. There's the double team with Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Barton, no luck.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Puts up a 3, and Russell Westbrook with the 3. Westbrook's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
To the middle, stolen by Tucker. Here's House, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Murray against Westbrook. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Murray against Westbrook. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Millsap. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And a switch here also for Houston. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Murray dishes to Grant. Barton kicks to Porter. Passes it to Jokic. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer, Barton. Harden with the defensive effort. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Westbrook. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's Barton with the drive, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Houston gets called for the foul. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
No good on that one. And the Rockets making a change here. Rivers checked in. And the second free throw, good. The Rockets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here's Harden. And he comes up with the deuce. Harden's got 10 points.
Really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket.
And it's Murray penetrating. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Rivers. 8 points for him. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Pass to Grant. Barton in the corner. Back to Grant. Swiped it away. Harden outside. No good on that one. Good defense by Jokic.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the dunk by Grant.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team, he means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. The players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Now here's Beasley following the miss by Austin Rivers. Beasley outside. Jokic passes to Grant. The Rockets pull it in.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Another miss by Houston. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Porter passes to Grant. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Grant's got 8 points in the quarter.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
And here are the Rockets now. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Harden's shot is off. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Jokic against Harden. And here's Morris for 3. Rebound by House.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
For the Nuggets, Plumlee comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Harris subbed in for Michael Porter. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Houston. Green comes in for James Harden. Rockets shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution. That's tipped. Jokic with the steal. Green against Harris. Morris outside. Back to Harris. Stolen by Rivers. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And it's Gordon missing.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Morris kicks to Beasley. Plumlee the pass to Morris. Beasley outside. Pass to Plumlee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Rockets shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Gordon misses and the dry spell continues. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Harris has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Gordon with no one around. Here's Sefolosha. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
One shot.
Denver's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Harris outside. Jokic on top. And it's Beasley in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Harris outside. The 3 from Morris buries the long-range jumper. Morris has got 10.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
The Rockets shooting 35% or so in the 3rd quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. And there's the pass to Plumlee. It's stolen by Capella. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Another miss by Houston.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
36 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Jokic, no good. Rockets shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Puts it up from 15. And it's Gordon missing.
They're still looking for his first points of the quarter. He's not doing anything to help them cut into the lead.
Beasley with it, and guarded by Capella. No good from Beasley. Beasley's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Eric Gordon on the wing, guarded by Harris. Gordon's got room, connects, the jumper drops. Gordon's got his 2nd bucket. Here's Morris. Here's Jokic, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
An imposing defender, thanks to his timing, his height, his reach. I mean, Capella is awesome at throwing shooters off their games.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll return shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Clark. Rivers out there with Green. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot. Now here is Morris. Passes it to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Craig. Here's Plumlee. Now here is Hernan Gomez. Over Clark. No good from Hernan Gomez. Rivers against Morris. A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Houston.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Harris outside. Pass to Craig. Here is Plumlee. In the corner, it's Morris. And another miss by Denver. The Rockets shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Here's Green. Plumlee with some nice D. For Denver, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Hernan Gomez passes to Craig, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Denver making a switch here. Holes checked in. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Here's Clark. He dishes it to Green. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Here's Green. Bull making his last shot. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Rivers. From 11 feet away. Rebound by the Nuggets. Now Morris. Pass to Plumlee. He gets it in there. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Green, the pass to Nene. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Chris, regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic, even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshall
Nonis,
Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to him, they would have the game of a Dirk. It's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Pulls up, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Now here's McLemore. He's guarded closely, and the layup's good off the glass.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Morris looking over the floor. He kicks it to Porter. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Porter. High arcing shot. He can't get that one. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Westbrook. Got a piece of it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Now here is Morris. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook against Morris. Pass to Bull. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Cephalosha's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the pass to Westbrook. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
Here's Westbrook. Bull making his last shot. Nene kicks to Cephalosha. Passes to Westbrook. Westbrook missing again.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they've got to show some more aggression.
Bowl dishes to Porter. Over Cephalosha. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Plenty of space. Here's Clark. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract. And those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time. But the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players in the league, period.
Here's Murray following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Now here's Murray. On the wing, Porter. Over Westbrook. And another miss by Denver.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And it's blocked.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Free throw good. Porter. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Now here's Westbrook. Shoots from the high post, and Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 4th rebound in this one.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And another miss by Denver. And for Houston, they're shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Clark, the pass to Westbrook. Chandler outside. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, 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 get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this job.
Oh!
Yeah, Kevin, and for anybody who forgets, Gerald Green, he was a dunk contest champion. And let that dunk remind you.
Murray, the pass to Hernan Gomez. The shake. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Here's Clark, guarded by Porter. Clark kicks to Green. Houston needs to get a shot off. It's tipped, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Houston. Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Murray, the pass to Bull. Back to Murray, out left to the wing. From deep, Craig, good. Craig's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage out there.
And it's Houston's ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murray against Green. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that, guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media is going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. McLemore with the ball. Denver grabs the miss. Bulls got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Craig, guarded by McLemore. And Bull wide open. He shoots, can't hit from the elbow.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nuggets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And here is Green. Pass to Chandler. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Now the pass to Craig. And it's off from 3-point range. And the wide open shot from Green. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Clock at 6. Here's Porter. That one rolling around and rims out. Here's Green. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but
Some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy in, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.